battle, Lucas. Toon win. Three, two, one, go! Lucas wins! Start the battle, Lucas wins!
We are back. We have commentary again. This is Hellfire, whichever you prefer. And looks like we're back on Daveid and Lope. We actually saw this last week in a very different round than Loser Semis. This was last week's Grands, which Lope won resoundingly. But yeah, now we're in Loser Semis, and David's probably hungry for revenge. I mean, Daveid, he does not mess around. He's a very, very talented player. But again, Lope took it last time, but you know, Daveid could definitely be making some adaptations. We were seeing just a tad bit of camping from Lope, but you know what? I wouldn't want to scrap with Lucas either. His character's got some disgusting normals, as immediately evidenced. And, oh my god, that tethered? Wow, I did not know it was that big. Yeah, Lope is kind of sitting in the corner here. I think he's kind of recognizing that Daveid can't exactly like run in and apply a lot of good pressure, so he's just kind of like, well, I can just throw projectiles and like, kind of got to do something about it. But yeah, so far, pretty even game, but getting that really nice conversion. I always love those combos of like landing something into down tilt into a move. Oh, it just looks so slick, like bop, kick, bop. It just looks nice. A nice jump call out there from Lope. Staying pretty even. And again, kind of like last time, I think something really interesting about this set is that both these characters actually have pretty crazy normals, but they both are kind of slow in the air. Well, they're not slow in the air, but they're very floaty, which makes it hard for them to apply a ton of pressure. So they kind of have to like zone, but then use their really strong normals to keep you out. But when both of them have that game plan, it gets kind of interesting. It becomes a matter of who can kind of control the tempo that everyone's swinging at, you know? Especially, and I think that might even be in Lope's favor here, just because he has a better projectiles overall. But it also could be very interesting because Daveid can delete this character on stage. Literally, Lucas has like 8 edge guarding moves. Ooh, and that was a beautiful edge guard. I don't think there's any way Lope's making this back. Yeah, nah, he's done for. Yep, that's it. So yeah, that was a beautiful edge guard from Daveid, catching him with a fair and then just executing perfectly. Probably a misinput. But again, can never ever count Lope out. This man can pull 0 to deaths out of his pocket. But yeah, again, pretty slow pace of this game. I think both have to play pretty careful considering how explosive it can be. Like, Lope can get sent off stage once and die, as we just saw. And then Daveid can get hit once and then just suddenly get like comboed across the stage. And then, you know, once Lope has a lead, he definitely can start zoning pretty hard. But, you know, right now that Daveid has a lead, it's definitely a lot easier for him to just go in and start applying pressure. That kill sparks, I did not know it was that strong, but Daveid with the good DI managing to survive. Also weaving his way around both of those bombs there pretty excellently. And Lope kind of just, it's interesting. I feel like he's playing very comfortable with his position. Like we saw him earlier, he was just kind of sitting in the corner. He was just putting out his projectiles, throwing out arrow, and you know, now we're seeing whenever he gets center stage, he just kind of holds it down. But I think right now what you really need is to, well, one, avoid that PK fire, but you know, once Daveid kind of has the momentum, he was applying a lot of pressure. He was getting in Lope's face. And it's not exactly like Lope can play a slow game when he's down a full stock. So really well played by Daveid. There was a really beautiful edge guard in there. And now we're moving on to game 2. Again, last time this was a 3-0, and Daveid has clearly made a statement that that is not happening again. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm the only person on the stream, and I'm away from the computer.
Start the battle, Lucas!
Yeah, really good game 1 from Daveid, but now it's time to see how Lope adapts. Because again, I feel like this is, you wouldn't expect it, but this can be a very volatile matchup in the sense of like, whoever gets the lead can really press it hard. Like, Tink can zone out super hard, but like Daveid can kind of get the lead and just keep Lope in the corner and just box him out and apply a ton of pressure, and then the second he leaves the crack, he goes off stage, he can just die at any moment. So again, going back to PS2 here, we'll see, because again, Lope kind of preferring to maintain a lot of control of center stage, playing slow, just plucking his projectiles, looking for combos like up tilt and stuff like that. But with the Zaire strings, Daveid's going to probably get a good amount of damage here. I always find it weird. I feel like Lucas has so many throws that barely don't combo. It's always a bit like, man, if only. But unfortunately, ooh, and a good PSI Magnus from Daveid. I wasn't watching, but I believe Tybal went Falcon into Lucas. I'm pretty sure Daveid won that, considering we're seeing. Yeah, Daveid definitely won that. But wait, it's 2-0? Oh, sorry, I literally just got on stream. Oh, did not realize 2-0 Daveid. Well, that changes the course of my commentary a bit. But yeah, again, last time this was what? Yeah. Yeah, last time this was decisively in Lope's favor, but David's really just getting it going. Right now, Lope has a slight lead, but as we've seen, these leads can evaporate at any moment. Nearly getting the back air there, but again, Lope's just kind of playing his slow, steady game. Oh, that's Apple. Oh yeah, you placed it. Nah, why would you hate Lucas? He's just a kid, you know? He just could absorb and project explosives, but like, it's not like there's any good characters that use explosives, right? Speaking of that though, it's interesting that we saw Tybal pull out his Falcon. You know, it's definitely not a bad Falcon, not at all, but you know, still definitely like his tank is his main. But you know, maybe he just really doesn't like having to deal with PSA Magnet. Maybe he doesn't really like not being able to play around bombs the way he usually would. I've always thought that's really interesting how, like, sometimes having a really invalidating tool for a certain thing kind of just it's stronger in the matchup than beyond, like, the surface level of just, oh, he can heal if you try and bomb. But it's more like that is no longer an option on the table. I guess, like, for example, I play Instant, and it's like a lot of characters who want to just kind of throw out a bunch of projectiles to force you to approach, and then you can just revenge all of them and get a massive damage boost. Kind of messes with them because they're like, well, now I can't just really force approaches by, like, spamming T-Jolt or something. But, Lope's subjecting David to the fitness gram pacer test here. At a multi-stage aerobic exercise, you just have to jump over these with the right tempo. You might get a little bit faster, timing might vary. Sniping with the PK Fire, both of them living surprisingly long. David looks like he was going for a deep edge guard there, but unfortunately doing the down smash the wrong way. Hoping for an arrow snipe. But yeah, the tempo of this game, it kind of felt like David was very gradually gaining momentum over the last few games. But right now it's, well, I don't think there's a ton of momentum either way, but I was about to say, I feel like whoever gets this kill, you kind of run away with this game. Even if the lead isn't too much bigger, it kind of just felt like they were at a bit of a standstill, and it was the next decisive moment that mattered. Really good attempt at a bomb snag there, but Lope getting the up B and heating it right back up. And without David getting a bigger lead, again, this is really anybody's game. I feel like whoever gets a big conversion first is going to be a huge advantage, because they could really just kind of afford to not approach. I mean, we're at 3.5 minutes about, with 2 stocks left on both characters, both of them pretty fresh. This is going to be a long one, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the timer become a real threat here. I don't know if we'll go to timeout, especially because I feel like generally timeouts kind of force people to start interacting for the sake of not losing the game. But we'll see. I mean, Lope has definitely been shown his ability to play the timer. He very nearly timed out Queen of Hearts earlier. It was an interesting strategy because the whole idea of, you know, oh, just don't approach. If you don't approach Steve, he'll get all his materials. But what if Steve never gets to interact with you after he gets all his materials? And I mean, it worked pretty well. Pretty solidly beat Queen of Hearts. But Lucas is definitely a character with, I'd say, a little bit better capability to just get in and hit you than Steve. But again, staying pretty even. Slight percent lead for David, but David's just kind of doing a really good job controlling space with a lot of his aerials, a lot of his fares. And here we go. Oh my god, that was incredible by Lope. He perfectly weaved around that. The B reverse arrow catching the PK Fire, but uh-oh. Ooh, no downer. Maybe, I don't know if David maybe meant to go off stage with that, because I don't think it was quite at the height 2 frame. Again, I'm not exactly a Lucas expert, but... Oh, and there's a bomb. No conversion, but again, looks like he's just kind of slowly trying to get this lead back. 0.1% difference between them and 2 minutes left. There's actually a very good chance this goes to time. Ooh, getting the parry there, but unfortunately not being able to get any follow-ups. That down tilt is safe as hell. And now, Lope's got the lead. And I think he's showing he's willing to very much camp out David. I guess it's kind of weird to say that a character like Lucas can be camped when he has a pretty good projectile with PK Fire. Ooh, good mix-up there by David, hoping he would catch Lope jumping out of the shield. Ooh, very nearly got the kill there, but unfortunately Lope slipping out. I don't know if that was SDI, but here we go. 1 minute, 47 seconds left. 1 stock per player. Is this going to go to time, or is the timer going to scare them into an interaction? And I feel like now more than ever, Lope has pretty much no incentive to approach David. But he's also got to be careful, because those bombs could heal him and lose him that lead at any moment. And considering that bomb is, I'd assume, one of Tink's best neutral tools, and is one of his best ways of setting up combos, now it's going to be a lot of mind games around that. But again, Lope's got a pretty good lead right now, and David can't really afford to just kind of let him pull bombs and wait for him to make a mistake. Coming up to 1 minute here. I mean, most of these stocks have also lasted quite a while. So, Lope has decided that he is not going with explosives, perhaps preferring a more traditional method of ranged combat. Curious, I don't know if those PK freezes are just kind of for movement purposes, or he's maybe trying to catch a jump. Again, don't really know too much about Lucas, but yeah, very interesting to see. Lope kind of needs to... Ooh, that was a very smart attempt by David. Lope very expertly avoiding it. The returning boomerang, almost setting up a situation, but... Oh, now this is where things get scary. And now David finally reclaims the percent lead. We got 37 seconds left. This could be a close one. David's pulling ahead. And he's off stage. 30 seconds left. Lope's got to make this happen, but he's just kind of continuously getting pushed off stage. I don't know how this could end, but getting the bomb conversion. We're nearly there. 20 seconds left. Can Lope get a big bomb hit? Oh, no way. Wow, what a clutch. That was so good. He got that just high enough. Fantastically played by Lope, barely managing to escape with the fate of a timeout. And now, I mean, that's a tough game to lose. You'd get, how's it going, Buff Kirby? Oh, we are? Oh, okay. All right, unfortunately, I will not be able to commentate the rest of this set. I have been invited by a very buff Kirby to go play an amateur bracket with him. Yo, Blake, can you commentate? I have to go play amateurs, so. But yeah, that's definitely got to be a pretty discouraging game to lose. Have it nearly go to time and have that lead at the very end just to have it taken away. You got to have a pretty strong mental to survive that one, but Daveid definitely has shown himself to be a very persistent player, so I don't think that'll shake him too much. I mean, he's got his music on Small Battlefield. We'll see how this works out. Never, ever, ever count this man out. All right, and now Blake will be taking over commentary because I have to go play amateurs.
3, 2, 1, go!
Hello. I have returned from my brief hiatus, doing basically nothing. Okay, so I have not really been paying attention to the first 3 games of the set. I was not really watching, but Daveid up 2-1, and I heard that Hailfire was saying that they gave up a lead. I gotta wonder, has Lope picked up on something that he wasn't doing before? Or maybe he got some sort of download component like on lock. And I mean, he does have the lead right now, so I mean, the onus may be on Daveid to adapt back right now. Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, if Daveid does not adapt back, it could happen. It really could happen. Possible. The reverse 3-0. Oh geez, he wasn't able to punish that dash tag? No way. Okay, double downer, goodbye. And sometimes Lucas just does that. I mean, sometimes it just comes out of nowhere. You got hit off stage the wrong way and you die at 50. That's what Daveid's good at capitalizing on and good at recognizing how to set up that situation. But I mean, Lope's still very much in this game. Daveid at 110 and Lope at 0, still chilling. Okay, gonna get this rang, F-tilt, and only 5% from that sour explosion hit, I guess. Dash tag. A little swing in. Alright, yeah, this is the slow part of the match, because Lucas is not really fast enough to completely beat up Toon Link. Okay, well, as I say it. He kind of just beat up Toon Link, but... Okay, getting that down air, not going to get a big combo off of it though, unfortunately. But like, in neutral, it's kind of hard for Daveid to get in simply because his character's limitations don't allow him to just break zones that easily, but the few times that Daveid will get in on Lope, he's going to capitalize on it very well with that edge guarding tools. Ooh, like Lope going off hard for that edge guard. God damn, he is holding out. Tries that Daveid did not swing at all, he just kind of waited and let himself get hit. Alright, Lope getting a dash tag, a little bit of a combo starter. There. Ooh. Alright, little dash tag into there, not going to connect. Okay, they're poking. Daveid finally getting a PK fire to lead into an edge guard that is not going to be lethal, just barely able to zero back to ledge. I honestly didn't think he was going to make it. Alright, but Lope's still alive on the second to last stock. And ultimate. Lope's trying to get some strings going together, racking up extra damage. Definitely going to help him out to close out this game. Great fair, okay. Daveid definitely still in it, only 61. We all know Toon Link kind of struggles to kill, so we'll see what happens. I mean, honestly, if Lope gets hit the wrong way off stage, this game could just end immediately. Alright, throwing out straight fairs. Ooh, gonna bat him. Bring out the MLB right there. Alright, no fair out of that man, no extension. Stalling, trying to get some weird mix up on his shield, but Lope's just like, nah, I'm just gonna hold. We're just throwing out those arrows. Good Daveid has not found a way to get him off stage or break the zone yet. He's kind of holding on, waiting for his opportunity. Lope is not really giving it to him. He's just kind of holding in. Ooh, he waited for that air dodge, but not going to be able to do the dash attack. Back throw. Can he freeze him? No, Lope's going to wait. Ooh, pairing the PK Fire, very important to not get it off stage again there. Alright, down tilt, just sour F tilt, not actually like, knocking back that hard. Okay, little get up attack, not gonna work out. Okay, gonna get the grab and the back throw, but still not gonna kill quite yet. Daveid stalling as best he can off stage, gonna stare back to the ledge. Alright, yeah, again, returning to the slow neutral, and Daveid has to be very careful, because Lope could just do the thing where he runs up and just bomb pairs you out of nowhere, or just like hits a straight up tilt or something. As much as he's camping, he's still going to swing occasionally. Like he did right there, calling out that jump, and he's going to take game 4 to bring it to game 5 once again. And I gotta wonder, all of these long games and long sets, I really wonder if they're wearing on Lope at this point. I don't know for sure, but I don't know. He's played a game 5 set against Tybal with 3 Tink Dittos. He's played a really long set with Eric, though, which he lost. And now game 5 once again against Daveid. That's 15 games, almost all of them long attrition games with Tink. It's gotta be wearing on just a little bit. Lope getting a little bit of a sip before game 5. Don't tell Tybal. But losers finals. This is potentially, this is one of these players' last game of the tournament, so they're going to be bringing out all the stops, I am sure. Alright, game on Kalos. Okay, so this is definitely David's counter pick. I'm guessing he doesn't like platforms in this matchup. I'm really not sure. I wonder. I don't really know what the stage dynamic is in this matchup, but Daveid knows plenty more than I do. There's probably some reason. Game 5 Lope coming out. I don't think I've ever heard anyone call him Game 5 Lope, but I mean, I don't know Lope that well, so I'll believe you, Lope. Alright. Straight there. Just a lot of slow neutral as Tink matchups usually contain. Alright, straight arrow too. They're all just kind of chipping out at each other. David's just like waiting for an opportunity to scrap, but he's also just throwing up PK fires to counter the zoning. Alright. Again, resetting neutral straight PK fire into shield pressure that gets him punished still. Cantolope shield is pretty small though. I wonder if Daveid wants to still be aggressive and push the issue. Gonna get a ledge trap, reading a roll a little bit too quickly there. Okay, gonna get punished for that PK fire. Lope's just hard and holding in on it. Ooh, okay. Lope's got stage control. Can he get a confirm out of it? No. Okay. Still gonna maintain advantage though. Bomb? Oh, he's just barely able to shield out on neutral get up. Okay. Dash attack once again. Oh, is he messing up a recovery? Okay, getting the bomb. No rolling. Okay. David's still holding on to the stock. Very long time though. Giving the air dodge, yeah, that's just gonna punish that hard. Lope's so good at recognizing those 50-50 scenarios and getting the right read to get kills in those situations, as always. And now Daveid has to make up a deficit that Lope is building by the second. Alright, well, F-tilt and poke off stage. Daveid trying to read a jump and also the stall, and it's just too long for him. And now Lope's got... Okay, yeah, none of them actually edge guard each other there. Both of them had an opportunity, but both very good recoveries. Alright, bunch of shield pressure. David's just like, no, I'm gonna go away. Oh, no punish on that parry. Let's just not think he had anything. Okay, Lope being patient. Another bomb confirmed. He's racking up this damage on this stock. So much extra credit. Okay. Chilling, being patient, being waiting. Okay, Cantolope is not trying to press the issue of getting out disadvantage. He's just waiting. He knows that Daveid doesn't have any insane options that he can hit him with in that situation. Alright, straight fair. No ledge trap either. Catching the bomb, but not throwing it at him. Okay. Both players kind of waiting for an opportunity to close out a kill here. Lope's still living after that PK fire, though. Ooh, just barely able to make it past that that down angle left tilt, I think it was. Okay, straight PK Fire gonna catch him finally. Just not shielding in time, but Lope with a very generous 98% lead. Nothing to complain about at all. Okay, bomb just bouncing off of him. Okay, okay. They're poking each other. They're waiting. Okay, up tilt, double up tilt into nothing else. Okay. I always anticipate that Lucas is gonna like combo out of the up tilt. And it's just like, no, the character just can't. It's just 2 up tilts. Okay, but landing dare, looking for extensions, not getting anything. Landing dare, not gonna get a big combo out of it. Okay, okay. Oh, he wanted to kill him off the top. That was so close, just ending the game. Or ending the game, though. For some reason I thought Lope had a full stock lead. What happened? I don't know. I must be just like completely insane then. I don't know. The count's taking for so long today. Anyways, this game is actually pretty close. Alright, up B. Is he going to be able to make it back? Ooh, just be already able to zero to ledge, actually. Jesus. Ooh, bomb drop. David says no. Oh, and Lope went to that ledge trump, but just barely not working out. Jeez, that stock for David was actually crazy. He was down at 99 to go up 0, and he straight up reversed the stock down. That's crazy. Alright, now all the way back to even. We come full circle. Low point onto a bomb, waiting for the right opportunity to chuck it, but not going to hit him with it. Ooh, they're lean back bomb. Okay, gonna get the dash attack. Cantolope is really extending his advantage. This Zair, too, catching the no air dodge, just racking up all his percent. So many good extensions coming out. Stray Rang, gonna get the arrow, too. Lope is just tacking on all of this damage right now. Oh, okay, he was looking for a confirm, but not quite gonna get it. Hovering in midair, waiting for his opportunity. Throwing the bomb the wrong way, though. Okay, Lope at 60, David at 100. Very tense situation. One stray fair will end David's stock, but if Lope gets his offstage the wrong way, it could be his stock too. Stray bomb, air dodging out, good safe play, not get hit by anything. And Lope's looking for something, he's looking for something. PK Fire gonna catch that approach. Ooh, okay, he's swinging. Stray bear, gonna catch that up smash. Ooh, not timing that up smash correctly. Back to neutral. Ooh, he absorbed that. That percent's not gonna help him, but he didn't get hit by the bomb. Stray Rang. It's gonna be hard for him to make it back. Cantolope's probably got the timing on the F tilt. That's gonna take the game. Good 2-frame. That was a great end of that set. Very close. Very, very close. I like watching that game. Alright, and Lope now moves on to Grands. Game 5 Lope.